Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, welcome back to more Hearthstone, and I'm a little late jumping in on the new expansion bandwagon since it came out yesterday, but such is life sometimes, right? And I'm a little surprised that it came out so quickly, because it was only announced, 3 or so weeks ago at BlizzCon. And of course, the new expansion I'm talking about are the mean streets of Naxxramas, because that joke never gets old, right? Or as I like to call it, monosodium glutamate expansion, aka MSG. So, of course, we're going to be busting open some packs. So let's go ahead and buy 40 packs here. Alright. There we go. So, as always, I like to try to stay blind to all the new cards. So, we're going to be experiencing them for the first time, most of them at least for the first time, as we get them. And, you at home can play the over-under legendary game with me as well. So 40 packs, about 2 legendaries I think is supposed to be on average. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Alright, so first pack here. Nice vault animation, all that stuff. Alright, so Jade Chieftain, 7 mana, 5/5, Shaman, Battlecry, summon a Jade Golem, give it Taunt. Don't know what Jade Golems do, but cool. Shadow Rage... Shadow Rager, of course there's going to be some sort of Rager card, right? So, Stealth. That's actually kind of interesting. Cool stuff. Toxic Sewer Ooze. Battlecry, remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon as, well, I guess the only other ooze does, well, I guess there's Echoing Ooze. 6 Swamp Ooze. Basically, this is more of a, what's it called? Bloodsail Corsair effect, right? 4 mana, 3 mana, 4/3. Okay, cool. Grimy Gadgeteer. End of your turn, give a random minion in your hand 2/2. Oh, so I've heard about this. I think the new mechanic in Mean Streets is the kind of like that hold effect, where, you know, a lot of cards, you play it and then it does something to your hand, you know, buffs cards or whatever. Anyways, we'll probably see more of those. Devolve. Transfer all your enemy minions into random ones that cost 1 less. Oh, that's interesting. So obviously a play on Evolve, but on your opponent. Kind of like Shrinkmeister-ish type effect, right? It affects your opponent's board by lowering their stats or whatnot. Alright. So we got Mark of the Lotus, give your minions +1/+1. Okay. So maybe Aggro Druid. Jade Lightning, deal 4 damage, summon a Jade Golem. Still don't know what that is, but cool. Cabal Crystal Runner. Cost 2 less for each secret you've played this game. So I guess they're trying to make secrets more of a thing. Cabal Lackey. See a theme here, I guess. Battlecry, the next secret you play this turn costs 0. So again, trying to make secrets a thing. Shaky Zip Gunner, Death Rattle, give a random minion in your hand 2/2. So more affecting your hand kind of cards. Cool stuff. I guess they're, in that sense, they're trying to slow down the meta by, you know, kind of more. Actually, what was that? Was that a 3 mana 3/2? So kind of giving a little bit less tempo for a bigger swing following turn with, you know, buffed stuffs from your hand. Alley Cat, 1/1, 1 mana 1/1. Battlecry, summon a 1/1 cat. So that's basically a 1 mana 2/2, which is pretty good, I guess, spread out over 2 guys. We got the Ooze again. Oh, so this is the other new mechanic-ish thing or whatever, right? Where you have cards that are used by a set of 3 classes versus like a class-specific or all classes. So this reminds me of like the tier tokens from WoW that was introduced in Burning Crusade, I think. Yeah. Anyways, Battlecry, discover a Druid, Rogue, or Shaman card. So I'm curious if that means, like, for your class, or if it's just, you can be a Druid and discover a Rogue or Shaman card, because that'd be kind of interesting. But based on some of the effects I've seen before, I kind of have an inclination that it would just be for your class, so I'm not sure how, I'm not sure if that's the case or not. But anyways, Grok Fu Master, just a vanilla 3/5, oh no, it's Wind Fury, okay, so it's basically like, what's it called? Wind Fury Heartbeat or whatever. 5 mana, 3/5, Wind Fury. Red Mana Worm, 5 mana, 2/6. Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 attack. So it's like a beefed up Mana Worm. Okay. Alright. Jade Lightning again, Potion of Madness, gain control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack until end of turn. Isn't that just Shadow Madness? But 3 mana less, gain control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack. I'm pretty sure Shadow Madness is, or Shadow Madness 3 attack. Yeah, anyways. Naga Corsair, is that the first Naga we've seen? It's just a pirate though, so. Oh yeah, I think Mean Streets pirates are gonna be a thing, right? Anyways, Battlecry, give your weapon +1 attack. 4 mana, that's pretty decent. Like, well, I mean, 4/5 would have been better, maybe, just a little bit more survivability. But 5/4, you know, that's interesting. That's all classes. Okay. Small time Buccaneer, another pirate, has 2 attack, while you have a weapon equipped. Okay. Very nice. Maybe a pirate rogue kind of card. Mistress of Mixtures, another 1 mana 2/2. Oh, but this is for all classes. That's interesting. Death Rattle is restore 4 health to both players. So that's another one of those kind of strong-ish. Is that kind of strong? 1 mana 2/2. Yeah, that's fairly strong. But it's Death Rattle's kind of a prolong the game kind of effect. So kind of in the vein of Zombie Chow, I guess. But it heals you on top of that. Ooh, got an epic. Alright. So we got Cabal Talon Priest, Battlecry, give a minion 3 health. So, wait, isn't that just what, crap, the other 3 mana 3/4 does? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but instead of giving health as a Battlecry, it's a Death Rattle. Maybe that was 4 health? I don't remember. Because this kind of seems a little bit better if it's 3 health, right? Because you get it instantly and targetable rather than... Actually, no, is this targetable? It doesn't say it doesn't say random, right? So, yeah. Warlock, Blood, Fury, Potion, give a minion 3 attack. If it's a demon, also give it 3 health. Okay, so promoting some demon lock stuff there. Mage, Priest, Warlock. I'm trying to remember tier tokens. What were the class combinations? Warriors were with Shaman, I think? And... can't remember the third class. Who else did I used to roll against a lot? I remember mages, warlocks rolled against each other, I'm pretty sure. Did they roll against priests? That seems really like all the clothies roll on 1 token. That kind of seems a little... Anyways. And then rogues rolled against... Crap, I don't remember. All I remember is I rolled against shamans. I think, for some reason I'm thinking hunters, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Anyways, Grimskill, Chum. Give a random Murloc in your hand 1/1. Okay, so Murloc Paladin, trying to make it a thing. Fell Orc Soulfiend, at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to this minion. So, basically it's a 3 mana 3/5 when it can do something, but it's 3 mana 3/7 on the board immediately. That's interesting. I think that's pretty decent. But then every turn it takes 2 damage, right? So that's kind of the thing. So kind of like another one of those early tempo-based cards, but kind of isn't good aggro-wise, just because it's gonna die fairly quick. Well, over 4 turns if nothing else happens to it, right? So that still actually might be pretty decent. Meh. Smuggler's Run. Give all minions in your hand 1/1. Okay. More buff cards for Paladin. We saw that. Ancient of Blossom. 6 mana 6 mana 3/8 taunt. 6 mana for 11 worth of stats plus taunt. What is vanilla? Boulder Fist Ogre, 13 stats, no taunt. Again, kind of anti-aggro, but 6 mana, I don't know. Volcanic Potion, deal 2 damage to all minions. Okay. So that's kind of, well, more AoE from Mage, but it hits them as well. Interesting. And we saw that one as well. Okay. Freezing Potion, freeze an enemy. Sure. That's kind of... I don't know, that's kind of meh. Could you see play for that? Would you probably wouldn't, you probably wouldn't be able to fit it into, Freeze Mage to even, I don't know, that doesn't seem that impressive to me. That's basically the freezing thing spare part, right? Anyways, Jade Shuriken, Deal 2 damage, combo summon a Jade Golem. Cool. Smuggler's Crate. So, obviously fitting with that Gadgetzan Mean Streets thing. Give a random beast in your hand 2/2. So, beast synergy there. And we saw that chum. Man, I feel like I'm just being like gypped every time I see the opening because it looks very like legendary-ish because with all the orange. I'm not sure. I can't remember if the other packs look very orange when you open them, but I just feel like, oh, it looks so cool. It's like it's because it looks like it's going to be a legendary, but meh. Oh, so golden thingamabobber, cool. I know a guy. Discover a taunt minion. Is that a warrior card? Yeah. Okay, so maybe Bolster Boys is going to be a thing now. And we saw that. Public Defender, 2 mana, 0/7. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So, Taunt Warrior, trying to make that a thing. Alright, saw that guy. Grime, Street Smuggler, Hunter, Paladin, Warrior. Give a random minion in your hand, 1/1. So you're basically getting 3/5 for 3 mana. That seems okay-ish. Saw that. Right there, in fact. Celestial Dreamer. 3 mana, 3/3. If a friendly minion has 5 or more attack, gain 2/2. Okay. Is it a beast? No, it's not a beast. So, yeah. Does Druid have many 3-drops? I mean, what are the archetypes of Druid right now? There's Beast Druid, which, yes, it has a 3 mana. I think it's the Mounted Rabbit or whatever. There's Malygos Druid. And there's Token Druid, I guess. Meh. Wonder if Beast Druid is going to be more of a thing here. Oh, another epic. Saw that guy. Vermin Sensei. Give a, this is a Druid card, give a friendly beast, so Beast Synergy, 2/2, 5 mana, 4/5, so kind of, understated, but if you include the buff, pretty decent. Daring Reporter, whenever your opponent draws a card, gain 3/3. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. I don't think there have been many mechanics that are contingent on your opponent drawing cards. There aren't that many mechanics, I think, that are influenced by drawing cards in general, other than allow you to draw a card. So that's kind of interesting. I like that. So this is kind of more of a counter to combo decks where they want to draw a lot of cards. Yeah, that's how I see it at least. Kooky Chemist, swap the attack and health of a minion. So this is just the swap effect, 4 mana 4/4 instead of like a 2 mana 2/2. Crazed Alchemist. Finders Keepers, discover a card with Overload +1. Okay, so basically 2 mana, discover an Overload card. Meh. Let's see. Because, like, other than Tunnel Trog, like, you don't really see many other cards benefiting off Overload, right? Like, the Elemental, whatever thing is called, isn't really played. So I'm wondering if there's going to be more cards to support the Overload mechanic for Shaman. Grime, Street Protector, Taunt, Battlecry, give adjacent minions Divine Shield. Interesting. So 7 mana, 6/6. But it gets the Taunt. So that's actually pretty well statted, I think. So basically 1 extra mana for the Taunt, but you're getting up to 2 Divine Shields, right? So that seems pretty interesting. Backstreet Leaper, or Leper, rather. Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to the enemy. So this is just upgrade a Leper Gnome. 2 more mana for 2 more attack. Yeah, it doesn't seem that great. Cabal, Song Stealer, Battlecry, Silence a Minion. Interesting. So, we really haven't seen much in terms of silence effects, I think. I guess there was Purify, so that's actually, never mind. But, yeah, you just really don't see much silence in the meta, at least the past, like, however many months of meta. Alright, so Jade Blossom, summon a Jade Golem, gain an empty mana crystal. So more ramp for Druid. Interesting. But you still get the Jade Golem. So basically 1 mana, one extra mana for, the Jade Golem or whatever it is. And we got the Reporter again. Okay, so we've got Jade Spirit. What is it? Battle Cry, summon a Jade Golem. Cool. So 4 mana, 2/3. So maybe the Jade Golem's like a 2/2. Yeah, I don't know. Battle Cry. What is this? Graham Street Informant. So this is Druid Rogue Shaman. This is Hunter Paladin Warrior. Battle Cries discover a Hunter Paladin Warrior. Okay, so we got more of those discover mechanics. Free potion again. Big Time Racketeer. 6 mana, 1/1. Summon a 6/6 Ogre. So kind of in the vein of, I can't remember what that's called. The 4 mana, 1/1 that summons a 5/5. So 4 mana for 6/6 versus 6 mana for 7/7. Yeah, that kind of seems a little not as great. But I guess if you were to make it like a 7/7 or an 8/8, that might be a little too strong for 6 mana. Anyways, Hosen Healer, Battle Cry, restore a minion to full health. Interesting. And that's all classes. Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. So, 4 mana, 8 worth of stats. That's pretty decent. I mean, you compare it to like Chillwind Yeti, which is like your vanilla 4-drop. Got one extra or one less stat, but it can heal a minion to full. So that's okay. That's kind of interesting. Not sure what decks might run that, but of course, new meta, new decks. Another epic here. Gadgetzan Socialite, Battle Cry, restore 2 health. So 2 mana, 2/2, restoring 2 health. Okay. Saw the Jade Blossom, Grimsteel, we saw that. Shadow Sensei, give a stealth minion 2/2. 4 mana, 4/4. Okay. So trying to get some stealth action going again. Lotus Assassin, stealth. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, gains stealth. Okay. That's pretty cool. So that's, yeah, I like that. I'm a fan. Although I don't really see rogues running, like, kind of minion-based control. I guess you could, potentially. Just because you have such good removal in spells. Oh! We got our first legendary. That is... Oh, crap. What is that? Is that pack 16? Alright. I actually saw this guy, but let's talk about him last. Saw those guys. Street Trickster, spell damage +1. I just noticed that the like expansion icon thing in the cards is those brass knuckles or whatever. Anyways, 3 mana, 0/7 demon +1 spell damage. That I don't know. That seems kind of meh. Smuggler's Crate, we saw that. Finja, the Flying Star, stealth. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, summon 2 Murlocs from your deck. So Murloc decks maybe coming back. Is he dual wielding Swordfish? That's pretty sick. I really like that. I'm actually a big fan. The one time I've played D&D, I dual wielded corpses because I was just the biggest troll ever. But anyways, so whenever it kills a minion, summon 2 Murlocs from your deck. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna need to try some Murloc decks. Not just because of Murlocopolis or whatever that quest is called. Oh, I should have paid attention. I think it's 23, so I think that was pack 16. So we're a little ahead of schedule, theoretically. Jade Light, we saw that. Crystal Weaver, 4 mana, 5/4. Give demons 1/1. Oh, that's nice. The demon warlocks. Oh, well, this is a weird image there. Weasel Tunneler, 1 mana, 1/1. Death Rattle. Shuffle this minion into your opponent's deck. Interesting. So it's kind of like I guess you're kind of diluting decks. This kind of seems like a potential. Actually, wait, hold on. So they get it, they play it, a Death Rattle goes back into your deck. Just never-ending cycle of weasels. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the videos where people like just shove they set it up so they can just shove like 100 copies of this card into each other's deck. That'd be fun. Okay, so I can see it as like diluting a combo deck's draws, right, by putting an extra card that's like worthless in their deck. Jade Behemoth. So yeah, we haven't seen many other like shuffle this card into your opponent's deck kind of things. There's Ambush. Entomb kind of does it, but putting a minion into your deck. Yeah. Jade Behemoth. Did we see this before? I'm not sure. Taunt, Battlecry, summon a Jade Totem. Jinyu, Water Speaker, 4 mana, 3/6. That's pretty well statted, I think. Restores 6 health and Overload 1. So more kind of a control card. Oh, no, so that was pack 20. That was pack 14 then. Okay. Pretty cool. Oh, dang. So that's pack 14 and pack 16? Man, that was a fast legendary. Yeah, that was a fast legendary. Holy crap. Genzo, the shark, whenever this attacks, both players draw until they have 3 cards. Okay, so that's kind of meh. I don't know. I guess it could be a pretty good aggro card, right? You empty your hand, play him, you attack. Yeah. Blowgill Sniper, Battlecry, deal 1 damage. Trog, Beast Rager, Battlecry, give a random beast in your hand 1/1. Oh, that's pretty decent. 2 mana, 3/2. Yeah, okay. Hosen Healer, restore a minion to full health. We saw that already. Yeah, cool. Alright, another epic. Cool. Tanaris, I think that's how I pronounced it in the old days. Hog Chopper, Battlecry. If your opponent's hand is empty, gain charge. Grime Street Smuggler, saw that. Gadgetzan Socialite, yeah. Fight Promoter. Battlecry, if you control a minion with 6 or more health, draw 2 cards. Okay. That's interesting. So kind of a more control-oriented card. Not necessarily. Yeah, kind of more control-oriented. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, some more kind of conditional draw mechanics. Yeah. Alright, no more. Oh, almost clicked away. Cryomancer. Battlecry, gain 2/2 if an enemy is frozen. Okay, so they're trying to make freeze things, or freezing more of a mage thing. You know, I played Freeze Mage, or Frost Mage back in the day. You know, shatter combos and all that jazz. And everything else we've seen before, right? Yep. Okay. Seen that. Seen that. Crystal Weaver saw that. Yep. Okay, so we're getting to that point in the pack opening where things are getting a little redundant. Oh, another epic. Oh, double epic. So we've seen that. Bomb Squad, deal 5 damage to an enemy minion. Death Rattle, deal 5 damage to your hero. Okay, so that's basically almost like a pseudo fire, like almost a fireball, right? 5 mana, so basically for, let's call it 1.5 mana. 1 in 70, or 0.75 mana, I don't know. For a 2/2, so almost 2 mana for a 2/2, meh. And then you get to get a fireball out of it, almost a fireball out of it. But then you deal 5 damage to your hero when it dies. Yeah. Not a huge fan. I guess it is targetable, but Fireball is too. So, but Fireball's a really good card. So, anyways, that's unfortunate. Got a duplicate there, but Sleep with the Fishes, deal 3 damage to all damaged minions. Interesting. It's it's the Murloc theme, right? But dealing 3 damage to all damaged minions. I mean, we already have Execute that kind of deals with this kind of condition, damaged minions. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess comboed with like Whirlwind, it's a guaranteed board clear. Well, not guaranteed. Like Divine Shield kind of still plays around it, right? So you get a pretty decent board clear for 3 mana in 2 cards, right? With the Whirlwind effect kind of thing. So I guess it could be, I don't know. I'm not quite seeing it, but could just be a huge board sweep for Warriors. I mean, what board clears do Warriors have besides like Brawl, right? And I guess we have Revenge and you have Whirlwind, but those aren't guaranteed clears, and then Brawl is the only other one. This one, I guess, technically isn't a guaranteed clear either, but I guess, but maybe I might play this just because I don't have Brawl. So that's how sad my life is. Playing Warrior, can't play Controller, no Brawl. Never mind all the other legendaries that you need for it, right? Colin the Finishers, summon 4 1/1 Murlocs. Okay, so 4 mana, 4/4. Is Murloc Shaman a thing? I don't know. Usually you've seen Murloc in terms of Paladin, and, well, there's the Anyfin Paladin. You can call that a Murloc deck, you can call it a combo control deck or whatever. But Locks were the original Murloc deck, I think, right? And all these other chums we've seen. Alright. Seen that. We've seen this, yes, saw that. Got a shiny Buccaneer dude. Oh, didn't grab the pack there. Oh, triple rares. Counterfeit coin. I've heard people talk about this, but I didn't really know what it was. So 0 mana, give or gain 1 mana crystal this turn only. So it's basically just the coin, but you get to put your deck or put it into your deck. So more like Miracle Rogue-ish. I don't know. Would you put this in your deck over like something else? I'm not sure. Because you already have plenty of cheap spells to like, you know, benefit, or to kind of take advantage of Gadgetzan, right? Auctioneer, that is. Do you really need 2 extra coins? Like, where you can just put, like, Tomb Pillagers in, right? So, meh. Hidden Cache, secret. Oh, it's secret. So there is a new secret, for hunters at least. After your opponent plays a minion, give a random minion in your hand 2/2. Okay, so that's kind of playing more into the control, you know, do something, get something in your hand buffed. Interesting. Worgen Greaser, 4 mana, 6/3. So 4 mana, 9 stats, a lot of attack, but, you know, dies to a 2-drop, basically, so, Man, that orange burst still gets me every time, even though I know it's not indicative of a legendary, right? Blast Crystal, Potion. A lot of potions for Warlocks, right? Well, I guess 2, but destroy a minion and 1 of your mana crystals. So kind of that trading one thing for another theme going on for Warlock. Destroy. I guess well, Warlock has Siphon Soul as a hard removal, right? I mean, I think this is a very reasonable card to include in like a control Warlock deck, right? Just because, you know, if you're a control, like, I'm thinking, well, Reno's probably not going to be a thing for not much longer, because it's rotating. Is it rotating out? I'm not sure. I can't remember. But, I mean, control Warlock, even though I usually don't see, I've seen some people try to do, like, Handlock again. So this actually might be pretty decent, just in terms of, like, it's hard removal once you get to, like, 10 mana, which you're hoping to get to if you're controlled, right? It's not really a huge deal. But 4 mana to destroy a minion, just straight up remove minion. It's pretty decent, I suppose. Polymorph is 4 mana, but it gives them a 1/1. So giving them a 1/1 versus taking 1 of your mana crystals kind of seems like a higher trade-off, but meh. Seen this guy, saw that guy, saw that, yep. Okay. So all these chums. Okay. Saw that, saw that, saw that. Yep. Yep. Oh, another epic. Got a golden. Jade Claws. A lot of Jade. So a lot of, so there's pirate themes. There's like thug gang themes-ish, kind of. There's wealth themes, in terms of like smugglers and caches and stuff like that. There's this kind of mist theme in terms of like, well, mist in terms of like Mist of Pandaria, in terms of like Jade and Jade Golems, and, well, that's just Jade again. But anyways, Shaman, 2 mana, 2/2, weapon. Summon a Jade, or Battle Cry, summon a Jade Golem, Overload, 1. So this is basically Stormforged Axe, right? Stormforged Axe was 2 Overload? I'm not sure. It was 2 mana. No, it probably should be, well, it should be just 2 mana, no Overload. Like, it's basically like a Fiery War Axe, but inverted. But I think it's 2 mana, 1 Overload. Right? So, this is basically 1 less weapon charge for a Jade Golem, whatever that is. Oh, I didn't read. Was that a new card? Was that the epic? I don't know. I don't think I seen that before, so my bad. So that is pack. Crap. What is this? 12 something? So that would be like, yeah. Wow. Doing really well in terms of packs, I think. So we got Gadgetzan Ferryman. Combo, rogue card, combo, return a friendly minion to your hand, 2 mana, 2/3. Okay, so some sort of like bounce back deck, maybe. Mill Rogue? Mill Rogue already has plenty of ways to get cards back into its hand. We saw that. Mean Street Marshal. Death threat of this minion has 2 or more attack, draw a card. Okay, interesting. And then Cruel the Unshackled. Battlecry, if your deck has no duplicates, summon all demons from your hand. Holy crap. So 9 mana, 7/9. Statting, it's, what can I compare it to at 9 mana? I don't think there's really many vanilla 9 manas. There's a 10 mana 10/10, I think, right? That came out in Whispers. So, I mean, I think it's statted. It's probably a little understated, right, given the effect. But, yeah, that's, so Demon Reno Lock might be a thing. For however long Reno is going to be still in rotation. I mean, that's a pretty powerful swing, right? Mal'Ganis was GVG? Can't remember. I think that's out, right? But Drax is still there. What good demons are there, though? I mean, because a lot of the demons are probably going to be playing to get to that point, right? Voidcaller, Imp Gang Boss. What other demons see a lot of play? I'm kind of blanking. Don't play many demons. So, I don't know. Oh, Doomguard, of course, right? Oh, but the Doomguard would come out of hand without the battle cry going off, discarding cards. That's interesting. Oh, Malchezaar's Imp in the discard lock variant. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, it sounds cool and all, but, you know, most of the demons I think that you would play, obviously you would stack more demons in a deck that has this. But I feel like most times, I guess unless you draw this on turn 9 and you happen to have a bunch of demons and you haven't played yet, then it might get some value, but otherwise it doesn't seem like super crazy. But it could. You could just play around not playing demons and just slam this guy, right, and just have a huge board swing, but so that was pack, that would be 28, right? So it was pack 14, pack 16, and pack 28. If you're keeping track at home, in terms of legendaries, we're already over the 2 legendary average expectation, right? Unless there's like a different like statistic thing on legendaries for like new packs or whatever. I'm not sure if there is or not. But we've seen all these guys, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I think I've gone like 30 something packs without opening a legendary before. I think the 20 is an average over like, I don't know, some large amount of packs. Anything new here? Yes, Ally, Armorsmith, Taunt, 5 mana, 2/7 Taunt. Whenever this minion takes or deals damage, gain that much armor. Okay, so 5 mana, 9 mana worth of stats. So kind of under budgeted, but obviously it has the effect. It has Taunt. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so whenever it deals damage, so even when it's attacked and it deals damage, right? So Divine Shield notwithstanding, you gain armor. That's kind of interesting. 5 mana, I don't know. Would that see a lot of play? I don't know. Seems like Taunt is a thing they're trying to do with warriors more. So could see a warrior Taunt deck. Oh man, feel like Blizzard's just pigeonholing us warriors into being tanks, right? That was one of the reasons why I didn't raid in vanilla. I take that back. I did raid as a Fury Warrior in vanilla, but I had to off tank Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't off-tank until BC because I think, yeah. Because there were already 2 or 3 other main tank warriors, I think, and you needed 40 people back then, so it was like, you could afford to bring a Fury warrior. Blubber Baron, 3 mana, 1/1. Whenever you summon a Battlecry minion while this is in your hand, gain 1/1. Okay, so this is kind of the other way around, right? Like, it's in your hand. It's kind of like, dude, Bolvar? Paladin one? Where he gains, attack based on minions or guru minions that died while he was in hand. So, I think this is the only other card that at least I've seen so far that has that effect, right? First of which coming from Bolvar. Don't remember what expansion that was. Blowgill Sniper, 2 mana, 2/1, deal 1 damage. So this is basically Elven Archer, but for 1 extra mana you get 1 attack. Seems kind of meh. 2 mana, 2/2 I think would be. I think that's reasonable, but 2 mana, 2/1. I guess technically it's a Murloc, so maybe that, but still. Okay, and seen that, and yep. All right. Yep, seen all these guys. Okay. Grime Street Outfitter, Paladin, 2/1, or 2 mana, 1/1. Give all your minions in hand, 1/1. Yeah, okay. Pint-sized potion. Oh, a lot of potion cards actually. Yeah, Mage had 1, Warlock had 2, Priest now I see has 1. Pint-sized potion. Give all enemy minions -3 attack this turn only. That seems pretty. Yeah, wow, that actually seems pretty. Whoa, hold on. So you can do the whole. Crap, what's it called? Shadowword Horror? Is that, like, was it 4 mana destroy all 2 mana, or 2 attack less, or 2 or less attack minions on your enemy side? So for 5 mana, that's probably a board clear, right? Which, for 5 mana, you have what? Holy Nova, Excavated Evil. Holy Nova being 2 damage healing your guys. Excavated dealing 3 damage across the board, only to minions though. But for 2 cards, you can probably just straight up clear the board, not have to deal, bypassing Divine Shield and all that jazz. That's pretty decent. Of course, it's a 2-card combo, right? So, I don't know. That kind of seems worth investigating. Yeah, a lot of potions. I was gonna say, where's the Noggin Fogger? That was what I remember from Gadgetzan in WoW. Is the only reason you go to Gadgetzan is, well, one, if you're a rogue or like a ranged class that could somehow get on top of the little arena thing, you just gank people there, and then like if you're a ranged class on top of the thing, the guards couldn't. The bruisers, I think that's what they're called, couldn't kill you. If you're a rogue, I think you could vanish, but then they patched it so the people can, or the bruisers could see stealth. But anyways, you'd gank people there, or you go there for Noggin Fogger. Saw that. Yep. Alright, 5 more packs. Let's see if we can defy all odds and get another legendary. Probably not. We're already kind of a lot more fortunate than I was expecting, and we've seen all these chums. Okay. Another epic. Saw that. Hired Gun, 3 mana, 4/3, taunt. All classes. Meh. It's okay, I guess. Draconid Operative, 5 mana, 5/6. I think that's pretty nice in terms of stats. Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, discover a card in your opponent's deck. So, Dragon Priest was already kind of-ish a thing. And this, I think this is a nice inclusion to Dragon Priest. What else do you play at 5? Blackwing Corruptor, Azure Drake, and anything else at 5? I don't know. But this seems like a pretty nice, so it's a discover mechanic. Does that mean you get to see 3 of their cards? Which may or may not be that informative. Like, most of the time, once the meta kind of evolves, you kind of know what decks you're playing. You kind of know what cards to expect from a person based on what you know from their deck. But I guess sometimes it is kind of worthwhile to know 3 cards in their deck, kind of know what they haven't drawn yet, perhaps. I don't know. Unlicensed Apothecary, 3 mana 5/5. Whenever you summon a minion, deal 5 damage to your hero. So that is pretty aggressive, but you're not really going to be able to be that aggressive. Like, you play this on 3 and you just start slamming minions to stay aggressive. So yeah, that is I don't know. I could see like a mid-range deck that actually does Warlock have that many good removals? Demon Fire, Shadow Bolt, Dark Bomb's out, Coil, I guess, Hellfire, Demon Wrath, Siphon. It has okay-ish removal, I guess. So, I mean, because, like, if you could play this on 3 and, like, just deal with people's stuff with, like, spells, like, this could actually be pretty decent, I think. Just hit, turn 3, start hitting them for 5. But, yeah. And we saw that guy. Cool. Saw these guys, have I saw this? No. I've seen this, rather. Mage, Priest, Warlock, Cabal, Chemist. Add a random potion to your hand. So, is that like any potion? Like the ones we saw, the pint-sized one, or the Priest, the Warlock one? Can't remember what I did, like something about demons, and if it's a demon, it gets like health too. And then the Mage one. Oh, I guess those are the 3 classes that have potions. Huh? Interesting. Okay. Spiked Hog Rider, Battle Cry. If an enemy minion has taunt, gain charge. 5 mana 5/5. Just flat 5 mana 5/5. Not super exciting, I guess. 5 mana 5/5 with charge. Meh. So, I don't know. Don't really know what to make of it. Alright. Double rares. Streetwise Investigator, Battlecry, enemy minions lose stealth. 5 mana 4/6. Oh, that's interesting. Saw that. Have I seen this? Don't think so. Cabal Courier, Battlecry, discover a mage, so it's one of those variants. Discover a mage, Priest, Warlock card. That was the potion I was talking about. Alright, last pack. Shake it up a little bit. Ah, too bad. Alright, whatever. We've seen all these guys, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, that was 40 packs. Let's go ahead and check out how many new cards we got. 5, 11, 16. Oh wow, there's a lot of 5s across the board. Sorry. What was it? 15, 21. This, 11, 21. So 32, 40, 50, 87. So we got 200 cards, right? 40 packs. Got 87 different cards out of 132. I think this came out, right? Something like that. So that's pretty respectable, right? 87 different card. Let's see how many duplicates we got, right? So, couple non-dupes. Couple non-dupes. 1 non-dupe. 2 non-dupes. 3 non-dupes. 3 non-dupes. Yeah, a couple non-dupes. Yep, couple non-dupes, and then probably gonna be a lot of non-dupes here. So yeah, I mean, what do we say? 87 cards out of 132 possible. Not factoring in like rarities and all that stuff out of 200 cards. That's pretty decent, right? 3 legendaries, which is totally unexpected. Yeah. Well, so that's it. That was your mean Streets of Gadgetzan pack opening from myself. I guess plus 10 RNG Hearthstone points if you were able to spot the one little cut I had to make in this video. But otherwise, you know, that's that's the pack opening video. Definitely kind of see a theme in terms of kind of where they're trying to go with some of the design. Seems like, at least to me, they're trying to go for a slower meta where you play stuff that kind of affects your hand, and cards that let you be less, or that's hopefully to encourage people being less aggressive in the meta and move it towards like the slower meta where you can utilize some of these kind of like, play something, it buffs something in your hand or whatever type cards. So yeah, interested to see. I don't know. I still feel like, at least based on the cards we saw, I still feel like aggro cards still have a pretty, or aggro decks still have a pretty good place in the meta. And there's been a lot of talk about how difficult it is to like change that once you kind of get into that aggressive meta. But there are a couple cards in there I saw that might curb it in terms of just like pretty aggressive cards, or not aggressive, but like pretty anti-aggressive cards in terms of just like kind of cheap with like a lot of value, or a lot of value in terms of stats or whatever to contest the board early, but it's like side effect is either it's going to punish you for being aggressive with that card because it's so cheap and statted so well, or it's like it's going to be slowing down the match just because it has heals and like and stuff like that. So yeah, interested to see how things are going to move forward. There are also a couple cards I think that might be aggressive oriented. Some of the Paladin cards, pretty cheap, buff your minions, buff stuff in your hand. There's that one card that lets you draw if something, I can't remember, like something happens and then you draw until you have 3 cards, so that could be a potentially aggressive card. So there still are a couple cards in there that could support the aggressive meta, but yeah, and Murlocs. Pretty excited about Murlocs. And Pirates. People like Pirates. There's more Pirates now. So yeah, anyways, that's it for my pack opening video for Streets of Gadgetzan. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.